Hey there, it's Tim from the Activity Professional Academy, your resource to refine and refresh your practice in the activities and recreation world. It's not uncommon for us as activities professionals to burn out, especially because we're wearing probably about 50 different hats. We're often getting ready for activities in the morning when we come into work. We might be managing resident behaviors as we go throughout the day. We might be experiencing a multitude of different emotions as we care for these residents because we do develop relationships with them and we see them decline over time. In addition, we also have our own personal lives that we're trying to keep up and running and also trying to keep it in balance. And that can really be a struggle for us. I know many people who are in the situation where they work two or three or maybe four jobs, and as a result, it can be exhausting for the person, especially because they're also running a family and a home. So I actually started this topic in the my latest edition of my monthly newsletter, in fact, which came out in January of 2018. So I don't know when you're watching this video, but if you haven't received that, you can actually click on the link below, where and so you can subscribe to my newsletter and receive that. And also, I'll put a link to that specific issue in the description box. What I'd like to present to you today as a solution to that, and I know it's something that has really, really worked for me, is that when you do have time, make that time count. When you can take a break. Don't focus on your to-do list. Don't sit in your office and eat lunch while checking your email. Don't actually take that time. When we get to our job, our day can go from 0 to 60 in about, I don't know, zero point 0.3 seconds. So when we get to our positions and we've got that experience, we might only have 5 minutes per day, that or within a span of 3 hours that we can take that 5 minute break. And I'm telling you, take the 5 minutes. Don't let yourself get caught up in, oh, wait, I should be doing something else, or, oh, I can't just be sitting, or, oh, yes, you can. 5 minutes is not going to destroy the world. And and I also have to learn this lesson myself. It's something I'm constantly working on, as a person who I teach at a community college. I consult at several different nursing communities and assisted living communities. I teach in the evenings. I have a family. I understand all of this. And there are times where even I get distracted. And what helps me, what I'm constantly practicing and trying to maintain, is a sense of mindfulness, a sense of when I do have a moment, understanding and taking that moment and experiencing that moment fully. And that might be filling that moment with something that brings me great joy. Like maybe I might look at Pinterest, but I look at Pinterest for things for myself. Or I might watch a YouTube video on home organizing. That's something that's a great joy to me. And I take that time and I focus only on that video. Or I set that time aside, and I might sit in front of my daily devotional space where I do my religious practice on a daily basis, and I might take the time to just simply gaze at that space and use it as a focus, and just take a few deep breaths and just focus on that. And I'll put my timer on my phone so I don't get sidetracked, because let's face it, that's the reason we're afraid not to take 5 minutes, is because we're afraid we'll forget and take more. So set a timer and set that timer down and then let it go. The timer will let you know when it's time for you to get back, so just wait for that to go off. Take the time to stop, take a breath in, and feel the breath as it enters your nostrils and as it goes down into your lungs, and feel the breath as you exhale and that air comes out. Take the time to really focus on that. Or if you choose to look at a picture for a few moments, start by looking at one corner of the picture and then gradually move your eyes so that you look at the whole picture little by little. Examine every nuance of it. If you're having lunch, if you're eating a quick bite, take the time to actually take a bite and just sit, don't chew first. Just feel it in your mouth and then slowly start to chew the food and taste it. So often we finally get a break when after all this time of, running an activity and then working on the calendar and then calling entertainers and then going to care plan meetings and writing care plans and writing cause and writing and doing initial assessments and MDS and all and managing staff, we take we just don't take the time to really sit down and enjoy the moment we do have. And so that would be my greatest advice for this video is when you have time, make that time count. Experience that time fully and completely. Hey there, it's Tim again, and thank you so much for viewing that video. It was a pleasure putting that together for you. If you liked this video, please click the little thumbs up below and click the red button over there to subscribe so you can begin your professional journey. There is also a link in the description box to join my mailing list if you would like to learn more about upcoming events and more. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.